Hello, sorry, I know it's been a few days since my last video. Um, I just want to keep plugging away at those little things you can do that may help to improve your situation. Some of you have tinnitus and it's just loud, and you keep having anxiety about it. And sometimes what you have to do is just look for that, as I said in the previous video, that those little things that might make 1% difference to get you going in the right direction. So I just wanted to mention a few things that I know about, and let's just keep plugging away. Sometimes it's doing the same thing that you already know, but you just haven't been doing it enough. And if you'll do that a little bit more and stick to it, you'll get better faster. So I wanted to focus on a couple of nutritional supplements that I think are well proven versus just kind of theoretical. Number one, a proven thing you can take. I'll get it out of the kitchen for anxiety is magnesium. And I'll show you both things. Okay, I got this Calm stuff, the little gummies, and it's a magnesium supplement. And I was trying to look at it. It's I forget what type of magnesium it is, but I think you can probably find it if you just look up the Calm. And I take maybe about 330 milligrams per day. I usually take it about an hour before sleep, and it helps me fall asleep. And it's not like a sleeping pill or anything, and it's well established that it's safe to take this amount. If you're having an especially bad day, you can take a couple magnesiums, no problem. And it's like I say, it's super safe. I like the gummies; they taste good too. I think some people they'll do like 2,000 IU, and so you can go up to 5,000. No, wait. Take that back. That's the next thing I'm going to talk about. I guess it's the 330, maybe even 400 milligrams of magnesium is the dose. I mean, if you took a little extra one day, I mean, you can read about it. It looks like you're fine. You probably wouldn't want to get in the habit of taking 2 and 3 times the dose, but there's even people doing that, and they're fine. But it really doesn't have. It's not something you could easily overdose on or take too much of, and if anything, you'll probably just end up being more calm. You might have to go to the bathroom a little bit more, but I don't think that's even that big of a deal. And you could start small and slowly increase it, and you probably won't even have that problem. So, yeah, magnesium is great for helping you knock down anxiety some. Number 2, this one takes longer, but it is well established that number 1, a lot of people have a vitamin D deficiency, and number 2, there's a relationship with depression and anxiety. So, and that's what I was going to say, 2,000 IU or even 5,000 IU some people are taking. You can get a blood test to check to see if you're low on vitamin D, but a lot of people are. And so taking some, it can take a couple of months to build back up to good levels. You can't just start taking it today and then say, okay, I'm fine now. It'll take a while for that to set in. So that's something where if you I got the gummies again for those, and they taste good. If you just start taking those, after a couple months, you might start to see some good benefits from the vitamin D, and they tend to help you sleep better too. So, yeah. So those are 2 things, vitamin D and magnesium. I've done a lot of research, and I haven't found a lot more other than just eating healthily, antioxidants and everything. Those are also good for your stress relief. So if you eat a lot of things with leafy green vegetables and mushrooms and other nutritious vegetables, and you keep the oils and fats and a little bit lower, maybe even very low. Like, this may sound strange, but I don't cook with oil at all. I can cook just about anything without using oil, and it works fine. And getting too much oil or too much sugar simply will make your body not feel as good, and that is stressful. So cut back on that sugar, cut back on those fatty foods. You could even go almost without fat. I mean, good forms of fat can be things like avocado and nuts, but you don't even want to go overboard with those. That's another discussion, and I don't think it's too closely related to tinnitus, so I won't talk about it much longer, but that's just my personal view there. Now, apart from that, another thing that's proven to reduce your anxiety is cardio and even working out with weights. So if you can find some kind of a gym, or you can get on a bicycle, you can jog, you can swim, just a bit. If you feel like, oh, my body's not good enough to do any of those things, well, maybe you need to try, but just do less until you can build yourself up to be able to do those things more. But getting your heart rate up, I mean, don't go crazy about it, but if you'll just get your heart rate up to 130, 100, somewhere 140 range, and maintain that for about 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. If you could do that, it's not that long. And if you'll just do that every day, that will help reduce your anxiety, which anxiety and tinnitus, they're so closely related. So I'm not going to say that anxiety causes tinnitus, but your ability to deal with the tinnitus is closely related to your anxiety. And when you're in a really tough spot, like you can't stop thinking about it all day, and you can't sleep and all that, you've got to keep pushing for that 1% that'll make you a little bit better. And then you'll start to get over the hump a little bit, and you'll start to say, oh, I can do this. I'm starting to feel a little better now. I'm getting a little confidence going that, I can habituate to this tinnitus. But we got to work on that anxiety to get it in a better spot. So I mentioned a lot of other things in the past, but I just wanted to focus on the nutrition and the exercise today, and think about how you could improve those areas, and you might find that if you'll just kind of get some good habits going then your tinnitus is going to get better too. Your habituation to it. I hear it sometimes. If I try to find it, I definitely can find it, but I don't like to do that, so I don't. It's just like a ringing that's going on in the background all the time. But it's gotten so, just like the feeling of the clothes on my body. If I think about it, oh my God, I can feel my clothes on my body. What am I going to do? I guess I could get undressed, or I could habituate to having clothes on my body. So tinnitus is a little bit like that. I mean, I might be naked without it now, just to make a joke. So, but it's just like I've got a fan here, and it's a air purifier, and I keep it on, and I'm habituated to that. It's not hurting me. So it's the same thing with the sound in my brain. It's not going to go away. So I just need to cope with it, and it gets easier. I hope you could do the same. So keep working on it. That's my advice for today. As I said, I'm not a doctor or a professional. I just had a lot of problems like you. And I'd try to think of some cool words some ideas that will help you to do a little bit better. So I hope you do. Okay, see you.